It's the NFL on EA Sports, where division rivals will clash in the AFC North. It's the Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Ravens. All that and more coming up next.
Welcome to Baltimore's Inner Harbor. 70,000 plus have filled M&T Bank Stadium since 1998, the home of the Ravens. So good to have you with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson up here in the booth. And Greg, this is one of those games that's a little old school. Maybe if it was in black and white, it would be fitting, right? We got a couple of teams who love to hand it off and see their running backs do it on the ground.
It's just so cool, and you mentioned it, Mike. Maybe 10, 15 years ago, this would have been the norm on any given weekend, but we're seeing the game trend to more of a passing-style offense. If you want to score points, it mostly comes through the air. So for these two kind of throwback offenses that rely so heavily on their running backs, for anybody that loves old-school power football, I think we're in for a treat.
The perennial Pro Bowler, Justin Tucker, has it on the tee. And off we go, here in Baltimore. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Cleveland offense set to take the field for the first time. Leading them out, the veteran quarterback first-round pick back in 2017, Deshaun Watson.
In my opinion, Mike, if they expect to leave here today with a win, they're going to have to be aggressive early and often. They might not connect on all of them, but pushing the ball downfield could open up a lot of opportunities for you to take advantage as this game unfolds.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Watson going to throw right away. He's got it in the hands of Elijah Moore. Enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Fake the handoff. Now Watson. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
Well, here early on, if this pass rush continues to get home at this rate, this is going to be a long day for this offense. They're going to have to put some extra guys in there, mix in some play action, keep this pass rush off balance.
Watson now on 3rd down. That's caught. It's the tight end, Njoku. And he's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
Well, nothing real fancy here, Mike. Not a huge pickup, but anytime on 3rd down, you got to know where the sticks are, who's your most reliable player, and I think everybody in this booth knows exactly what position that is.
On 1st down, it's Watson. He'll go right back to Njoku. He's got it again. And he's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
And they'll take this down inside the 35.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
On 1st and 10, here's Watson. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
That's catch 3 just on this drive, and it gets his team a first down.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
Watson going to give it to Chubb. He'll fight forward for a short pickup to the 16. Second down and 8. Once again, it's Chubb. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
Sometimes you run all those big bodies out there, you kind of tip your hand. I always love going big jumbo personnel for a play action. In this case, they keep the ball on the ground. The defense knew it was coming, and they suffer a loss.
Throwing on third down, Watson. On throw, right side, taken by Njoku.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Hopkins' kick is good. And the Browns will take a 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
Three points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. Hardy now with the return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Ravens offense taking the field for the first time, led by their quarterback, league MVP in 2019 and 2023, Lamar Jackson.
We had a couple of his games early in his career, and of course, all the way to his days back in college, his athleticism jumps off the screen. But Mike, these last couple years, his development as a true passer, his ability to operate from the pocket, that's what's really taken his game to this MVP level. And tell you what, we didn't think there was a lot more things that he could do on a football field, and it seems like every year he's proven otherwise.
There's a short one caught by Andrews. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. They'll motion over Flowers. Play action now. Jackson. And this throw batted away and incomplete. Juan Thornhill that time. Good coverage, able to knock it away.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds. I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
The Browns offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. They were able to turn that opening drive into points. 3-0 our score as they start again with a first down. They'll run. This is Jerome Ford. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup to the 24. Roquan Smith there to bring him down. They run out of the gun, and it's Chubb. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to third down. They'll try and run for the first down. It's 4.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up 1st and 10. A run up the middle with Chubb. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. It's the Browns with the advantage. We'll be back in Baltimore after this. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Moore going in motion. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Here's 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, Watson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Watch the pursuit by this defensive end. The quarterback tries to escape the pocket, but he just keeps on chasing him, and he closes that ground in a hurry and brings him down for a big sack.
So on 4th down, the lefty, Corey Bojorquez to punt for Cleveland. The Ravens offense ready for their 2nd possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Now the first carry for King Henry. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Juan Thornhill up from his secondary spot to make the play. Here's a 2nd and 9. On play action, here's Jackson. He's going to run it. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Jackson. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. Denzel Ward in on the tackle. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? It's the tight end Likely in motion. On 3rd down, Jackson. He's got his tight end. That's Andrew. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. In motion comes Andrews. A 1st down throw for Jackson. Right back to Andrews. He's got another one. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
They face 2nd down and 7. On the handoff, it's Henry. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
He'll get this out wide. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. In motion comes Andrews. 2nd down, Jackson. Now a screen set up for Henry. He is in. Derrick Henry. Touchdown, Baltimore.
And that was just a great drive. Really from start to finish, Mike, you could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm. Mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession, worked to perfection. When you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns, man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
Now Justin Tucker for the point after. The kick is good. And the Ravens move out to a 7-3 lead. There is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. He airs strong on the return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. Now it's the Browns' turn as they get set to take over again on offense. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. The drive begins with 1st and 10. Play action. Watson. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Jerry Jeudy, the intended target. It's 2nd down.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
From the gun, here on 3rd down, Watson. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this 1st half. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Watson. That's into the hands of Jeudy on the right side. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down. Now it's Watson. That's caught. It's the tight end, Njoku. A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Cleveland.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
He finds Jeudy on that one. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
To the air again, Watson. That's caught by 4. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Watson to throw again. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. Now we'll get a timeout, Cleveland. That's their 2nd, as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the 1st half. Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. Again, it's Watson. There's a short throw caught by Njoku. And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
Throwing again. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes. Browns going to use the last of their timeouts now as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half. Going in the wrong direction. Now 2nd and goal from the 12. From the shotgun, here's Watson. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
This pass caught by Judy. And he'll only be able to get to the 7-yard line. So good work by the defense. It sets up 4th down. So we've reached the intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we get you down to Florida, Orlando specifically, for the coaches, Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Michael, thanks very much as we welcome you into our downtown Orlando studios and the EA Sports halftime report. The Ravens were led in that first half by who else? The former MVP, Lamar Jackson. He has a touchdown pass, and that amounted to the only touchdown of the game for either team thus far.
Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand in this second half. About to get started. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Hardy now with the return. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Bateman is the motion man. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. A pass pulled in by Henry.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
2nd and a yard. And I don't think he got there with that one. Only needed a yard. Wrapped up at the line of scrimmage. And now we're looking at 3rd down.
You could see the quarterback once he got the snap. He was looking for any seam, any daylight. But nothing materialized, and he's fortunate he got back to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd and 1, here's Jackson. To the tight end, Likely. And he's going to be out of bounds just past the marker. The ball was in the proper place for a new set of downs.
Really just comes down to everybody understanding the situation. You realize how many yards do I need to get for the 1st down, and just make sure at least one of my receivers is past the sticks. That's where he went with the ball, and they're able to convert.
Jackson now to throw on 1st down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to beat him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average. And frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Jackson now on 2nd down. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. 19 yards on the gain, and that's good for a 1st down.
It's just so impressive to see how good these guys are, especially the veterans, Mike. They've been out there a long time, a lot of experience. They know exactly where they are on the sideline, not only to secure this catch, but to be able to toe tap and drag that second foot. That's a big-time play by a big-time receiver.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Play action now. Jackson. That's to the right side. He's got Andrews. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line.
That quarterback called that play in the huddle. That ball was only going to one guy. He was the first read, the second read, and the check down. And it was called to perfection. They got the perfect look and led to a nice game.
Again, it's Jackson. He'll complete this one to Rashad Bateman. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. A good spot here, second and a yard. Aguilar goes off in motion. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a first down. The shotgun, here's Jackson. They'll try again here, second and 10. Bateman is the motion man. Jackson up top again. He's got it at the 3. And the Ravens are looking at a first and goal as he's taken down at the 2-yard line.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point. And now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown. First and goal. The quarterback thinks he's got a shot to take this one in himself. I think he's just a little late in his reaction and decision to turn into a runner. Defense has just enough time to get there. They stop him short of the end zone. Second and goal.
From the 1, second and goal. Henry tries to pull his way in. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front. And he's in. Derrick Henry. Touchdown, Ravens. He had the touchdown catch earlier. This time he takes it in on the ground.
You can just see the comfort, Mike, that this offense continues to play with. The early momentum in the first half has carried here after the break, and you can see this group just slowly starting to pull away.
And I'm thinking, Greg, about the guys on the other side. You're waiting at halftime, that other offense waiting to get back on the field. What happens? They come right out, extend the lead, and now the task gets a lot tougher for this second half. There is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. On the return, this is strong. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Browns offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. Greg, simply put, they've been off their game right from the jump.
Yeah, sometimes it's just the way the game goes, and you can't really put your finger on it, but you feel good coming out of the week of practice. You feel really good about your game plan, and then once the ball's kicked off, nothing seems to work, and it's very frustrating because you can look great one week, and then the next week be completely taken out of your game.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll open this drive on the ground with 4. And a nice gain there on 1st down. He takes it forward for 8 yards. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll stay on the ground with Chubb. Up the sideline, past midfield. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. They get an even 20 on that one. 1st down, Cleveland.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
Now Watson keeping this on the zone read. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here was the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short gain.
Here's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Punting time for the Browns. They're set to kick it away, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with 1st down. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. In motion comes Andrews. 2nd down, Jackson. Now a screen set up for Henry. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
A first down throw for Jackson. And he does a nice job to avoid the initial wave. They're going to get him down behind the line.
It's so easy to underestimate the speed of this quarterback until you get on the field. They break down your pursuit angle so quickly because of that speed, so give credit to the defense. They understand it's a collective effort to contain this guy, and this time, defense wins and brings him down for a sack.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. In motion comes Andrews. Jackson looking to throw. And that'll be incomplete on what turns out to be the final play of this third quarter. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. This a must stop for this defense, facing third and long. From the gun, Jackson. He'll try to run for it. He got a lot of what he needed, but just not enough. The mark is a couple of yards shy of the first down. And here comes fourth down.
And that's a pretty good effort here on third and long. He had nowhere to go down the field. The defense is playing real soft. He pulls it down and did all he could, but he's still going to end up being short of the first down.
And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Browns offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Chubb. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. He's going to lose a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Here's Watson now on second down. Open man, and that's Tillman. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down. Back to throw is Watson. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a first down.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the first down.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Shotgun snap to Watson. And that time, the pressure too much. He'll go down.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Watson to throw.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the first down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback. Just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
Here's third down and a few inches. Throwing is Watson. That one on target to Moore. He's going to have that first down, gain of 6, as they convert on third down.
Critical third down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the fourth quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
On first down, Watson. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
You can tell the quarterback has built a lot of confidence in his ability to make plays today with his feet. The defense has had a hard time keeping him in check, and this time, much better job in pursuit. Even though he was able to get outside the pocket, they were able to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
On second down, here's Watson. He'll get that into the hands of Nick Chubb. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield. Third and long. Off play action, here's Watson. Looking deep here for Tillman. Oh, the defender able to get his head around and intercept it. It's the safety, Kyle Hamilton.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
The Ravens offense ready to see what they can do. They'll need to get something positive going right away here. Ball starts inside their own 1-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. He'll try to power ahead with Ricard. And nothing doing there. Might get it out to the 2, but that's all. On the give, here's Henry. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, that's it. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's third down. Back near his goal line, Jackson. Rush comes, they're setting up the screen. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. Ravens bring their punt team out as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. Crochet to return it. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Browns offense ready to get back to work. They'll start out first down and 10. They'll drop to throw. They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
To throw on second down is Watson. That's caught. Down the field is Tillman. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line.
While everybody wants to attack the middle of the field, you just have to make sure you don't do it recklessly. You want to make sure you protect both the ball and your receiver. And in this case, he does both. Puts it on the money, picks up a big gain.
On 1st and 10, here's Watson. Now we'll get a timeout, Cleveland. That's their second. And they'll get together prior to this second down play. To the air again, Watson. Thrown left side, the catch is made. And he's into the end zone. Cedric Tillman, touchdown Browns.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Well, here we go. The Browns will go for two here.
The Browns will line up for the two-point conversion.
Throwing again is Watson. And he's going to be stopped in the backfield. Taken down back at the 3.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this two-point try, but the execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
With one timeout remaining, all they can really do here is try to recover an onside kick.
With the rule changes on kickoff, Mike, it's just so hard to really expect to recover an onside kick nowadays. There's a lot of people pushing for kind of a radical change to this. Hey, can we make it 4th and 15? Offense gets the go. If they convert it, they keep the ball. I'm not sure that ever happens, but we can see here an onside kick. Not much of a chance.
The Ravens offense make their way out to take over once more. The lead is 5 as they're going to start with this first down. The defense still with all 3 timeouts at their disposal as the quarterback's down to an E. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee.
Jordan Stone in punt formation for the Ravens.
So it's a win here for the Ravens. They use a little home cooking here. They play a complete football game, and they send their fans home quite happy. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are victorious as we say so long from Baltimore.
Seriously.